Hey everyone, it's Heather here. Today is March 17th. It is like 5 o'clock, so it is St. Patrick's Day. I'm holding my little headband that I wore today for the kids on the bus. The high schoolers and middle schoolers really didn't care. They looked at me like I was crazy, but the little ones were all wearing green and stuff like that, so one second. Sorry about that. My youngest one brought his Mickey puppet in here and wants me to make it a hat. He loves when I like crochet things for his little plushies and stuff like that. Like he likes it. So I don't know. He's always trying to get me to make him stuff. Um, so anyways, back to what I was saying. Today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So but the video probably won't be posted till March 18th because all my children are always on the internet and it seems to run slower in the evening, so it takes forever. So, anyways, we had corned beef and pierogies for dinner because nobody really likes cabbage except for me and my middle son, and I just didn't feel like dealing with them looking at me like I was crazy, so I didn't even buy any because I'm like, I'm not going to buy a whole thing of cabbage and we only eat a little bit. So, whatever. But we like corned beef. We could eat that all year round. Anyways, so in light of the St. Patrick's Day thing, I made this hat for, it's this so wonky right here. Because I didn't like how gappy this was, so I went around it with a single crochet on the inside because it was just so, like, it was the gaps. I don't know. And I tried to use a smaller hook, but then it was too small and it looked weird and I don't know. So it was the Yarnspirations. I did like cinnamon stitches, and I fudged it because I didn't feel like doing that many rows of single crochet. So I started to do, after this part here, I went to double crochet, and I think honestly I messed up somewhere along the way. I mixed up because when I was reading the pattern, it's got a small and a large, and I think somewhere in there I like mixed them up together, and then I just started winging it. Like I was just, honestly, I was winging it, and I made it for my middle son to wear because he had remote day today, and he didn't have anything green to wear, so I made it small enough to fit on his head. So I had to make, it was, I really did, I fudged this thing so much. But whatever. He wore it. They like it. My youngest one and my middle one were arguing over it. So tomorrow's hat day for my youngest, and now he wants to wear this on hat day. So I don't know. Well, they like it, so whatever. It doesn't matter, right? And it's all Red Heart Super Saver. All the colors. The patty green, the black, and the yellow. Red Heart Super Saver. Okay. So, I also want to say that I am working on the Jaden Stitches Mile a Minute blanket, which she does every month. She puts on another one. I am making two, one in the size that she is making it, and one in a size bigger that I want it to be. So I've made one bigger and one her size, but I am following along with her. I am using the Premier Basic yarns in springtime color, like springy colors. So I'm doing that. And I'm bordering, all of them are bordered in white, all the colors. And then I'm also making the Fiber Flux on YouTube. Jennifer from Fiber Flux showed the temperature blanket for this year. So I'm also working on the temperature blanket. It's so easy. I look up the temperatures for the week, and I try to like estimate like in between the low and the high. Like I estimate what the in between stage, because that's normally what we end up getting. Um, so that's what I've been doing, and then I use that color, and I do like a week in advance. So usually on Saturdays I will put it together for the next week's temperatures, whatever. You know what I mean? Like on Saturdays I'll look up the next week's temperature, and then I'll make all of those squares and then put them all on there, and I just keep doing that. So, but that's for the whole year. It's coming along. I think it looks really cool actually, because I'm bordering it in the black. I literally followed all her colors. like her color pattern. I printed off, like here's my little thing with my yarn. It came undone again. But this is like the colors and the temperatures. And then I wrote down like what I'm supposed to do. Like my squares and, you know, all of that. And my hook. So I know, don't forget which hook size I'm using. So I don't end up with like a smaller square or a bigger square. So anyways, that's fun. That actually, I really do enjoy that. And the mile a minute blanket. Doing both of them is so simple. Like the patterns are so easy and fast. So I've decided to do two. Plus, Jada only puts out one a month. So it's easy to get 2 strips done within no time for the month and connect them. Because I like the join as you go method. That is like my favorite thing. I swear it is. It's so easy. I don't have to sew or whip. I don't have to whip stitch or single crochet it all together, which is kind of a pain. I'm drinking water with some sugar-free flavoring. Because I'm not a fan of just plain water, so I have to drink water. A lot of water, so I buy sugar-free flavoring to give it a little something. Unless it's really hot out, then I will definitely drink a bunch of ice water, like just ice water nonstop. Anyways, now that I rambled for like 6 minutes, I apologize. Some of you are probably like, get on with it. Jesus. Alright, so projects that I have completed, most of them are blankets. I'm not gonna lie, like it's like a lot of blankets. I did this blanket here. Make sure I show you the right side. It's corner to corner squares. I just made corner to corner squares. I think they're 12 inches each. 12-inch each, I think. I don't remember. But I just made sure that they were all the same amount. Like I did the same amount of rows in each one. And then the border was single crochet in between this two little squares, and then chain 2, single crochet between the next, all the way around, and then I just went in the chain 2 spaces and put a cluster, or not a cluster, but what do you want to call it? You know what I mean, for the granny square, like the granny square, the 3 double crochets. So that's the border. Nothing super fancy. This is what it turned out like. I did a join as you go. So, see, I did that with so that I could join it as I went along. And the yarn I used is Hirschner's, it was a Hirschner's Worsted 8 home decor pack. It was like a seaside kind of one. I don't remember the exact name for that, but it is a 4-pack. There's 4 colors in it. There's 4 skeins of yarn, and they all coordinate, and these are the colors that you get. You get white, or maybe there was 3. Yeah, no, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there were 4. There was the white, this color here, the gray, and then the light blue. Were all together. I absolutely love these colors. I had 2. The blanket's pretty decently sized too. It's a pretty decent sized blanket. This one is for my stepson. Because like I made blankets for them for Christmas next year, so I have them hidden. And then I had another pack of the same one because I liked the colors. So I did the Jada and Stitches, the striped, last year's, I made last year's, was it the Patchwork Blanket, where we did 1 square a month. This is the striped square that she had done, and I just did the colors, 2 of each color, which evened out perfectly. And then I did just a simple kind of border, and then I did the squares, like alternated the squares. And don't don't judge me on this, but this is the first time I ever tried, and so far the last time, first and last time that I tried to embroider. I've never embroidered in my life, ever. So I tried to do that, and I tried it, and it's, you guys are going to think it says Dino, but this is actually how we spell my youngest son's nickname is Dino. So this is how we spell Dino. We spell it like Dino, but we say it Dino. So this is his blanket. And it's the same, the Hirschner's Worsted 8 Value Pack, Home Decor Pack, sorry. Home Decor Pack, with all those colors. And I know people don't like Hirschner's Worsted 8, but honestly, it softens up a little bit in the wash. Same as Red Heart Super Saver, because it feels just like Red Heart Super Saver. Um, but both, they do soften up a little bit in the wash. Like, I already washed this. It smells so good. And it's so much softer already compared to my stepson's blanket that I haven't washed yet. Like, you can tell the difference. Like, this is so much softer. It's not, like, extremely, like, soft. But I wouldn't... I don't think if you're... Even for a baby, like, if your baby doesn't have, like, skin problems, because some babies do. I know my youngest one did when he was born. He had eczema so bad. It was like down his little face, all over his back. It was so horrible. But some babies can't handle certain, like, materials rubbing on their skin. So, but if your baby doesn't have any prior, conditions with their skin, that would be fine for even a baby. After you wash it, though, wash it first. But I like to wash my projects anyways. Um, Rather I hand wash them or throw them in the wash machine. That's acrylic yarn, so I just threw it in the gentle cycle in the wash and put it on air dry in the dryer. With air dry, so it takes a lot longer, but it's not heat, and I don't have to worry about it melting because it's just air blowing in there, like cool air, like cold air. So I do that a lot too, especially for blankets, because I ain't got time to hand wash that. And I honestly don't have any place to hang a blanket up to dry. And I don't know if I showed this or not. Like, I don't know if I showed that one either, but this is from Fiber Flux. This was a hexagon, like, Christmas blanket pattern. It's a join as you go hexagon. She has all the information on her. It's an old pattern. And then it's just a single crochet around border. I like this, though. I thought this was really cute for, like, the back of the couch for at Christmas time. It's, like, classic Christmas. Like, I don't know, like an old-timey kind of Christmas color. And this is Premier Basic. I use Premier Basic yarn on this. I like it. I think it's really cute for Christmas. I can't wait till Christmas again. And then I did this. This is the... I'm trying to remember. Lark's... Is this the Lark's Foot? This might be the Lark's Foot stitch. I don't think this is the Granny spike stitch. I think this is the Lark Foot stitch. That I did on this. And this is Hirschner's Worsted 8 Baby yarn. It's the same as the Worsted 8. It's just more, I don't know, maybe more like babyish colors, like little kid colors. But I made this. This is for one of my nieces. My little brother's he has two daughters, and I just absolutely, like, adore them. And when I see them, they're like, especially his oldest one. It's like she'll message me sometimes, to say hi and stuff. Like, they're just the sweetest, and they just remind me of him so much. And then because me and my youngest brother, there's like a huge age gap. I'm the oldest and he's the baby, so there's like 10 years between us. So I don't know. He's my baby brother. I was like second mom. He hated it too when he was little. But no. So I made this for her. for my the youngest one. And I did the X's and O's. This is from Jade Stitches. I followed her tutorial. It's the X's and O border. Super easy. I thought it was going to be more difficult, but it really wasn't. It was super easy. You just got to watch your numbers. Like, I fudged it a little bit. I think I had like 1 or 2 stitches that, or maybe 1 stitch that I had to kind of skip over and ignore, which you can't tell, which is great. So you can't even tell, which I liked. And then I added, oh, this is a little unicorn, little sleeping unicorn. It's not perfect, but it was my first attempt. I think the little sleepy eye turned out cute though. I like that. This was an applique for a granny square blanket that was on Hooked by Robin's page, our YouTube channel, sorry, on her YouTube channel. There was like a whole bunch of different appliques that she showed how to do to sew onto a granny square. She showed you how to do the granny square, but I just like the applique, so I used the applique. I made that. It's not exactly like hers. I had to fudge it a little bit, but it's not bad. Not terrible. I thought it turned out cute. And I used the colors that I used on this blanket, on the blanket to match, so it was coordinated. So there's that. I'm trying to get organized here. Working with blankets. I'm still working on the oldest ones. My youngest brother's oldest daughter. I'm working on her blanket still. And then I made this. I'm not sure who I'm giving this to. This is like super huge. This blanket is massive. This actually fits me perfect. I might keep this for myself. I don't know. But it's just this is from Jennifer from Fiber Flux. She showed how to do like this flower in the center and come out to a granny square, and then you can just continue and do your granny square as big as you want it to be, which is what I did. And it's a join as you go granny. So what I did is I did 2 rows of each color, and I alternated the center and went out. Like if you look at them, like, you know, I started with the light blue here, and then I went to the purple, and like they're all alternated like colors. But I did do 2 rows. I made sure that there was 2 rows of each color, and then I did a border a row all in white, and that was my join as I went. And then I just went around one more row with each color that I used. Like here you can see how I went from this color to the pink. So, and this is the Hirschner's baby colors again. The Hirschner's Worsted 8 Baby. Not this color though. I think there's some Worsted 8 in here too from Hirschner's. So, I like this blanket though. And I've already washed it, so it's soft. It like softened up, so it's like nice. And I love fresh clean blankets. I don't know if anybody else does. Like freshly cleaned out of the dryer blankets on the bed. Take a nice hot shower. At least I like hot showers. And just be fresh and clean, and your blankets are all fresh and clean. And that's like the best night's sleep ever. I promise you. I like sleep like a baby. I'm just like, oh, it's so amazing. It's like everything's all fresh and clean and smells good, and you're just like, yes. I guess I'm just weird. I'm probably telling you guys way too much. You're probably like, oh my gosh, you are weird. Okay, so that's my blankets. That is all I got for blankets. I ordered, now that I'm almost 20 minutes into this, because there was a lot to say. I was trying to be thorough, though, just in case you guys are interested in any of that. And I've been, like, on this kick with bright colors. And I blame Robin from Hooked by Robin. I blame her because she's amazing. Like, I love watching her videos. because her colorways, her yarn is always so beautiful. It's so like colorful and just, it looks so pretty. And the way that she puts her colors together, it just, her blankets, like her projects, just all her projects, look so awesome. So I'm like, I want to try those colorways. Like, I just want to get bright, or like bright, vibrant colors, or like pastel colors. And I've been working with like pastels and like the bright colors like that. And I think they look good. Like, it, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's been so dreary since winter, and like our weather's still icky. Like, it's warming up a little bit, but it's like rainy and gross, and or like cloudy. It's so nasty. Like right now it's raining. Absolutely terrible outside. So those colors like help lift your spirits a little bit. I don't know. I like them. I like doing those colors. I have a couple other projects that I want to work on too. So, a lot of blankets. I have a lot of blankets to do. And I've been trying to do little projects in between. Like, I'm trying to make little bunnies um, for Easter. Trying to crochet some little bunnies. I bought that Alaska yarn. That Rossetti, however you want to say it. I say Rossetti. Um, Rossetti Alaska yarn from Premier. And I bought 2 balls of it, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it. It's thin, like it's fuzzy, but the strand inside of the fuzzy is like really thin. So I've held 2 of them together. I held, because I had 2 balls of it, so I took both of them and I held the 2 ends together and I started crocheting with them. And I'm trying to make a bunny out of it to see if I can get it to be like a little fuzzy bunny. Um, and it's in like a very pale pink. So it's turning out okay so far. I'm not finished with it yet. I still have to do arms and legs. I only got the body done, the head and the body. That's all I got done. So I still have a ways to go. Um, yeah, so I have a lot of things going on. Hopefully I will show you in April what I have like what I have accomplished. Hopefully I have accomplished a lot. I've been kind of slow. So that is it. Please no negative comments, only positive vibes. And I am sorry for this very long video. And until next time.